All right, back again. Still working on the Team Associated DR10. Everything I ordered should be here, I believe. This came yesterday. Went ahead and put it together. STRC wheelie bar. So here's the factory one. It's a little longer. This works on the slash as well. They do make a adapter plate to run this. So I have that on order. So here we go. A couple sets of rear tires. Trying out some different compounds. I do have fronts. I just didn't have rears. And here's that that mount to run the STRC wheelie bar. So that's going to make the wheelie bar work. Right, there is a set of rams, another set of fronts, little letter showing that they appreciate me purchasing everything from them. So a couple sets of wheels, street eliminators from J Concepts. I like this wheel. I do like the Proline wheel. I actually like the bigger front wheel from Proline. At least it looks bigger on the rim, but these are like deep dish, so these widen out the stance, which I like. But you can't go wrong with either rim. And the body. Yes, I'm changing up the body, getting rid of the body that's all messed up that came with DR10. So a body I haven't run before. So 69 Nova body. So we're gonna get this thing cut, put together, and get it on the DR10. So thanks for watching. Unboxing of all this stuff, all the parts for the DR10. The DR10 already have the 4S system in it, the 120 amp ESC, and then I'm running a Castle 4700 and then a 21 tooth pinion. So that's where I'm at with the car right now. It is on XT90s, so it's car's actually working really good at this point. Here's the sticker pack. It's a lot of work cutting up one of these bodies to make them fit. So we're going to get this thing cut out today, get it fitting, get everything on, get everything snugged up. All right, the first thing we're going to do, grab yourself a marker, grab yourself angle cutters, body cutters, and a set of straight cutters, because straight lines, you don't want to use these. Use these. So what I do is I end up tracing out the body on where I want to cut it. And the reason I do this, when you start cutting, you'll follow a line that maybe it's not a line you should be cutting. So best to get out a marker and just trace a rough line of where you're going to want to cut. So that you know the line you want to cut with. Doesn't have to be perfect, but at least you know somewhat the line you're going to be following. Because like here, you could be following this line when you should be following this line. And if you want your body a little lower, go ahead and trim this extra plastic, just trim it down. See, like here, you can go up here to that body line or go down to this body line. I'm going to take it to the bottom one for now, then we can always trim more off later. This is just giving you a rough cut of which line you're going to follow. And like here, I can go to this top line or I can come down to this bottom line. I always trim it long and then I can shorten it up later. Now that I have some sort of rough idea of how low I'm going to make this body, I'm going to take my straight scissors and I'm going to get rid of all this excess around. And then of course get this wing off of here so that we don't end up cutting that wrong as well. These are not pretty cuts, they're just rough cuts. Just so I'm not fighting with this thing. once you have your rough cut done, then we're going to go ahead and do our clean cuts around the wheel walls. Now I always cut to the inside of the line so that I can clean it up later. And I turn the scissors around to make different round cuts. Towards the tip of the scissors gives you more cut, more angle, I should say. Towards the back of the scissors is straighter, and then when I come across to a straight cut, I use my straight scissors. As you see here, I need to flip the scissors around to continue following the line the other direction. And then when I get, like I said, to a straight cut, around the corners. Really need more room. This won't be my final cut, but it should be really close. And then I fold out the plastic the way I cut it so that it's not in the way of my scissors. I always switch to the straight ones when I have straight lines, so the lines are not wavy. Alright, there's our rough cut all the way around. The corners, I make them round. And straight across. Round off the corners so you don't have square edges. And it's as simple as that. That'll give us a rough cut on how it's going to fit. We're going to have to raise up the body post. Try to center the wheels. I try to center the front wheels. The rear wheels are going to fall wherever they fall, and we can always trim forward or trim back, whatever we got to do, but definitely line up wheels because you want maximum turning. So make sure that your front wheel is lined up on your body and on your rear. See how the tires are it? That's okay. We can always trim some up here to compensate for the wheel well. That's why we left extra material here. So leave extra material around your wheel wells so that you can do your final cut and square it up in there. So hopefully this body tip will help you guys. I'm going to get this thing trimmed out. No sense you watching me trim the whole thing. I just wanted to do a small tutorial on how I rough in a body, get it all set up, get it all trimmed out to where I want the front, how low I want the front sitting, where my cut is, where my posts are going to go. We will, before we paint this, put the body holes in it and get the body fitted perfect before this thing is painted. So figured I'd give you a little sneak peek on how I rough in a body, and that's how we're gonna do it. So thanks for watching, and I'm gonna get this thing all trimmed out, and then we'll be back when I start fitting everything else and getting the body post drilled into it. So thanks for watching this episode. We got a lot of parts to put on. Let's see how it comes out, guys. Thanks for watching.